Tom Homan today, who I know you've met with since he's been there on the ground in Minneapolis, was describing the operation and basically the state of it when he got there. And he also defended it and saying he viewed the immigration operation as a success. But I want you to listen to what else he said about how they performed while they were in your city.
There were some issues here, and we addressed those issues. But I'm not going to sit here and say anybody did anything wrong and that, they were, unprofessional. I'm going to say there's some issues here. We fixed those issues. We've had great success with this operation, and we're leaving Minnesota safer.
When you hear that and you think about Renee Good and Alex Preddy, do you view that as issues?
Issues would be certainly the understatement of the century. These are people that should be alive today. Alex and Renee were standing up for their neighbors. They were practicing First Amendment and Second Amendment and 10th Amendment and probably Fourth Amendment. Bottom line is constitutionally protected activity was taking place. And so, one of the things that I find the most repulsive is that had there not been video evidence of what was taking place, the federal government would be running with a lie, and some of us would be believing that lie. These were not domestic terrorists. These were part of our Minneapolis collective family. These were neighbors. They were family members. We love them, and they deserved better. Now, the meetings that I had with Border Czar Homan were productive. They were collegial. They were good meetings where, yes, we made some obviously good progress. And at the same time, when he talks about the issues that took place, yeah, there were massive and extensive issues. And it wasn't limited, of course, to the killings that we just talked about. It was this practice of, hunting down people that had done nothing wrong. It was the detention of United States citizens. It was the dragging of a pregnant woman through the street. It was having these massive and traumatic impacts on children. And it's both children that were detained as well as those that were fearful of their families getting ripped apart that will experience this kind of mental duress long term.
Yeah, and